Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Today at Lawrence District 55 High School, Jayden McGowan signed his letter of intent here on National Signing Day to continue his education and football career at Vanderbilt University. First off, I want to say congratulations to you, Jayden.
Thank you.
Now, we've said that you're going to go up there for football, and you've been talking with Vanderbilt, obviously them. Did any of the universities around here show any interest in you?
At one point, I was talking to USC a lot, and I hadn't talked to Clemson much, but I talked to some local schools too, and it was just small talk, so nothing really serious. But USC was probably the most serious one out of all.
Did you take any official visits to any place other than Vanderbilt?
No, sir, only unofficial.
Only unofficial. Any particular reason that Vanderbilt made you feel at home and that was the place you wanted to be?
Well, it's a small college, and I wanted to be closer with the professors, so the student-teacher ratio is like 7-1, and I wanted to play high-level football, so we're in the best conference in America, in the SEC, so I get high-level football, great education, and a small school in a big city.
What is that they say in the SEC? It just means more?
Yes,
I believe it's their tagline for that. Now, you've been been playing running back, some wide receiver here. What position are they indicating they're planning on using you?
Well, I'll be primarily a slot receiver, but I'll be in the backfield some, and I'll be playing a lot of special teams. I'll be playing kick return.
Okay, kick return. That's something you're familiar with.
Yes, sir.
I think after a couple of people kicked to you this year and you returned them pretty far, maybe for a touchdown, they kind of quit kicking to you. So anyway, now, have they told you anything you need to work on before you show up on campus? And by the way, is it true that I heard that you're going to be reporting this spring?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what date do you say you had to be up there?
January 5th.
January the 5th. Well, I know that probably brought a few tears to Coach Jawan Stevens' eyes, because him being the track coach and you being the defending state champion in the 100 and 200 meter hurdles, that means there's not going to be a chance for a repeat. You think you got somebody on the team step up and take your place?
I do.
Any critiques as to who it might be?
Travajay Austin. He is really fast, and he's only a sophomore, and he's getting there.
Okay. Now, we've been talking about your football career a little bit here at Lawrence. Thinking back over your career, there's been a lot of high spots. Is there any particular moment or game that will just stick out in your mind and you'll probably never forget it for the rest of your life?
Like for football or track?
Both. Go ahead and say both.
So for track, it was definitely the 100, 200 state championships. That was a big day. That's kind of where my recruitment took off, because a lot of the reason why I've been recruited is my speed, and that was a really big thing for me. And an important moment during football was probably the east side game. Like, they punted the ball like first play. The first punt of the game, I returned it, and the recruiting coaches for Vanderbilt were there. So it was a big first impression.
I believe, if memory serves me correct, that you didn't rely on your just pure speed to return that one. I believe you also were able to show them a few moves out there and making some people miss you. So.
A little bit.
Now, we've been talking so far about your athletic career and playing football. You mentioned you're going up there because of the high academic standards. Have you thought about what major you'd like to pursue while you're up there?
I'll be a biology major.
Oh, well, after you get your degree in biology, what are your career goals after that?
Well, I plan on going to the NFL, but if that doesn't work out, then I plan on going to medical school and being an ophthalmologist.
All right. Well, you know what they say in the colleges. Everybody who graduates from college turns pro. Maybe not in NFL, but in some profession. So that's good. You're going to be a doctor. All power to you. That's all I can say. A lot of people say that I would probably need your services. Some of the coaches, when I officiated, said my eyes need a little bit of help, if you know what I mean.
Jayden, fact that the coaching staff at Mandy, and will be in its second year when you get there, that play any role? Do you know that these guys have a little bit of a line, to get things done over the next 4 or 5 years?
Yes, sir. I have a lot of confidence in our new coaching staff. We have coaches from all over the country, like Notre Dame, Louisville, and those are really big schools and they're good. So if they're coming from all kind of places, like we even have a coach from the Cardinals, and I feel as if they know what they're doing, and I can trust them with my career in college.
Do you feel like Vanderbilt can make the kind of leap that maybe Wake Forest made this year in the ACC with the talent they've got and the staff they've got?
Yes, sir. I do for sure. We have a number 25 recruiting class. It's probably gonna go up too. We've brought in a lot of recruits, new coaching staff, and they've gotten to choose who they've wanted. You know, the last season they didn't recruit who came in basically because everyone was committed when they came in like January and February. So this year they got all the players they wanted, and they've done a great job recruiting everyone they wanted to and securing them.
What's your feeling about January as far as getting there and getting to work? Is there excitement, anxiety, combination of both? How do you feel?
I said combination of both. I'm really excited to get in there and start football, start working out. I don't know if I'm too excited about the school part, but that's probably some of the anxiety. And I have to move a long way with my family, 6 hours, and I'm gonna be doing maybe one of the hardest majors at the school, so it's gonna be kind of tough.
Yeah, balancing labs and all of that is gonna be an adventure for you, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
I'll say amen to balancing the labs out, because I was a biology major, so.
I was an English major, which meant I stayed away from that side of campus at all costs.
Well, one thing too is occasionally, hopefully, you'll get to come down and play in Columbia, and that'll only be about an hour and a half away from you folks down there. So I would look forward to coming down there and see you play. I'm sure you'd look forward to coming down there too.
I am.
All right.
Hey, have you let yourself imagine what that first Saturday is going to be like? I mean, Coach Smith was saying that they think you could contribute early at least as a kick returner and punt returner.
I've tried to imagine a little bit. It's gonna be difficult because the first game's in Hawaii, but I feel as if I'm gonna make an impact on special teams and offense too. I think I can go and earn a starting spot at either slot or running back, whichever they think suits me best. And I feel like I have the kick return and punt return. I have the attributes to earn that spot too.
You were 5'8"-ish. Does your size, does that, when you think about the SEC, there's some monsters, how do you adapt your game to deal with that?
So I just try to think about that in a positive way. I know I'm a lot smaller than a lot of those guys, but I try to think of the pros of being smaller. I'm a lot faster than some of those guys too. Like some of the huge defensive linemen, like the 6'8" guys I'll be going against. I just have to try to think of how they won't catch me instead of what will happen if they do.
Good job.
Well, one good thing about you going up there in January, you can go ahead and start to concentrate on some of your core academic stuff and go through the spring practice, and that way you won't be like other freshmen coming in the fall. You'll have a little bit of a heads up on them. So that may work to your advantage, is getting on the field quicker.
Yes, sir.
Well, we want to congratulate you once again. Look forward to see how you're doing at Vanderbilt, not only on the football field, but in the classroom. And maybe one of these days, somewhere around here, we'll see you practicing ophthalmology in the area and maybe taking care of some of us. All right, you've been interviewed with Jayden McGowan here on Real Radio, 860 and 104.1 WLBG.